All right, Bobbie. Now, tell me when you see my fingers. Now?
No.
What about now?
No.
Now?
No. Nothing.
Okay, Bobbie, I want you to close both eyes for a moment. And when I tell you to open them, tell me what you see.
Close both eyes.
Yes. Now, open. How many fingers do you see?
I don't see any fingers. I don't see anything.
Bobbie, turn your head to the left, all the way to the left. That's right. Now, can you see the light coming in the window?
No.
Any shadow?
I don't see anything.
It's all right. It's all right, Bobbie. Now, I'm going to leave now, but I'll be back later and we'll try again. What I want you to do now is lie back, close your eyes, and rest. Okay?
Dr. Renner, I'm scared. I want to see.
Of course you do. Of course you do. We're going to do everything we can to help you see. I'll send a nurse in with a comfortable compress for your eyes, and you try to sleep, all right?
Noah? Are you here?
Yeah, of course I am.
I did it. I'm so glad.
Okay, whoa. Take it easy, would you please? I mean, I'm glad you're glad, but I'll be even gladder when you tell me what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Well, come on, tell me, what is this all about?
Well, I went to see my mother. We patched things up. We're friends.
Really? Well, that's very interesting. You went to see her?
I did.
Uh-huh.
And it was wonderful. We put all the past behind us.
Why did you go to see her?
Well, because she said I should.
Oh, I know what I said, but right now I'm discussing your motivations.
I don't understand.
Well, you see, I suggested that you try to make peace with your mother. Well, you then had a choice. You could either accept my advice or you could reject it. Obviously, you decided to accept it, and you yourself decided to go and talk to your mother.
I did.
Right. And now I want to know why you decided to do it. See, in other words, when you made that decision, just what exactly did you really want?
Wait a minute. Good morning, Mrs. Mitzenau. You're right on time. How's your shoulder?
Oh, it's much better than the last time,
I'm
Doctor.
so glad. Oh, those forms finally got here for you. So if you want to just sit down for a minute and get them filled out, then we'll be with you just in a couple of minutes. So, all right? It's okay?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to change this.
Hi. You are?
This is too much.
Hi.
Doctor, do we know this rather short, dark-haired, impish little gentleman?
I don't know. Gosh, the face is so familiar.
Well, yeah.
Guess what I'm going to do at school today?
What?
Well,
You're going to eat lunch first, right? Did I see a lunch bag in your hand?
yeah,
Yeah.
Rose reminded me.
How about breakfast, though? Did you just charge out and forget that?
Nope, Rose made me eat.
Good for Rose.
Very good.
So what's the major plan for today?
Well, today at school, I'm going to get a bunch of guys to ask them if they could help us with the sports center. You know, sort of organize a game.
Gee, Mike, that's very nice of you. That's an excellent idea. I mean, you need all the help I can get.
Don't worry, I got it all figured out. I got to run, okay? I got a lot of guys to see.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Listen, kid.
Yeah?
You have a wonderful day today, and I love you.
Okay, I will. You too. Bye, Dr. Rick.
Oh, bye. Have a good day, okay?
You too, Dr. Rick.
Bye. Watch the streets.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, I got to go.
Morning, doctors.
Very important business he's got
Hi,
here.
good morning.
Howdy.
And this letter's addressed to Mike's grandmother.
Oh.
I can send it back marked addressee deceased, but since you're acting as Mike's guardian, you might want it.
What is it?
Oh, it's a letter from an attorney.
Really?
I can send it back if you don't want it. I've never seen a letter from an attorney that was any good.
Do you think that we should read it?
I don't know exactly what to do. What do you think? Should we or should we not?
I don't know, but it really seriously could have something to do with Mike, and you are acting as his guardian, so...
I would think any attorney would understand, so let's do it.
Oh, no.
Let's finish it.
Good morning. Oh, I know I'm late and I'm sorry, but would you believe the traffic at this hour of the morning? And on top of it, there was this truck full of live chickens. Is something wrong?
Very.
What happened?
We got a letter that was addressed to Mike's grandmother from an attorney. We opened it.
Just because it came from a lawyer. Yeah, but what does he want?
Doesn't say exactly, other than that he needs contact regarding Mike's natural mother.
Oh, what does that mean? I don't know. But if it's what I think it means, I couldn't stand it. Rick, I'm telling you, I would not be able to take that.
Lesley, we don't know exactly what he's after yet.
What else could it be? It's got to mean that Mike's natural mother, after all of these years of not giving two hoots, suddenly wants him back.
I already told you, I went to see my mother to get things squared away with her. I mean, you said it might help me, and it did.
Yeah, was that all you wanted?
I guess that's all I wanted from my mother. There is something else, though. Something I want from you.
Aha, the plot thickens. Well, are you going to give me any clues or not?
I'd like you to talk to Dr. Rick Weber.
Why would I want to talk to him?
Because I want to work here at General Hospital.
Oh, then isn't Steve Hardy the man you should see about that?
He wouldn't help me, but Rick Weber might. At least he might if you talk to him.
Yeah, well, I agree. Dr. Weber certainly could have some influence with the chief of staff. Why exactly do you want to work here in the hospital?
I really want to get away from the waterfront, and I want to associate myself with a better class of people. Is there anything wrong with that?
Oh, not usually, no. No.
You don't think that's shallow or anything?
It isn't shallow to improve yourself, Heather. You know that. If that's your real motive.
Well, does that mean you talk to Dr. Weber? Please, I honestly want to work here. Please help me. Say you'll talk to him.
All right. Yes, I will. I will speak to Dr. Weber.
Thank you. When?
Soon, soon.
Alan, I didn't know you were here. Good morning, darling.
My darling, good morning.
Edward, look, we're all here. Isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to contain my exuberance, Lila.
I'm only staying for a moment, Mother. I just went upstairs to see Alan Jr. I didn't get a chance to see him the other night after dinner.
You didn't see your son because you stormed out of here. But then we're all getting used to your sudden departures. I'm sure in time your son will, too.
I didn't realize that you were interested in my departures or my arrivals.
Frankly, Alan, you could come down the chimney at midnight. It wouldn't bother me at all. Now, I have to get to the hospital. Will you excuse me? Bye.
I want to apologize, Mother, for behaving that way the other night. I know I did leave rather suddenly.
Oh, I don't think anyone noticed, dear.
Well, Monica did. She just said so. Alan, do you have a minute to talk?
I have a couple of minutes. Aren't you due at the office?
Yeah, I'm not really up to going in this morning.
You do look a little peaked, dear.
Lila, for your information, I have never looked peaked in my life. I'm just a little bit tired, that's all.
It's tension. You really got to try and avoid it, Dad.
No, I try, my boy. Believe me, I do try.
I know it must be very difficult living in this house with Monica.
Oh, Alan, please. I do get so tired of you and Monica making nasty remarks about each other. In fact, I think I shall just go upstairs to my room. And, Edward, I said you look peaked, and you do look peaked.
Dr. Robert Trout.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've been so worried about Bobbie. How's she doing?
Dr. Rennett, I'm sure, could give you his opinion.
She will be all right, won't she?
Frankly, Ruby, I can't answer that. I was hoping after a good night's rest there'd be some change this morning, but so far there's none.
You mean she's still totally blind?
Well, she has no vision in either eye.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's permanent.
Dr. Drake is right. I've ordered exhaustive tests this afternoon. We're all hopeful they'll show us what the real problem is.
You mean you don't even know what's going on?
Well, at this point, no. I mean, her eyes appear normal. From my examination, there is no physical damage at all. But I must tell you, at this time, she has no sight. She isn't even responding to light or shadow.
Then she is blind.
Well, yeah, at the moment she is, but Dr. Renner is going to run some more sophisticated tests on her this afternoon. We're hoping that'll show us more.
And what then? Will she be able to see?
Ruby, you've been around this hospital long enough to know I can't make absolute promises. We'll just have to wait for the tests and hope they show us what we're dealing with.
Doctor, you remember last summer, the explosion Bobbie was working?
Yes, this could be a reoccurrence of that problem.
Yeah, she lost her sight temporarily then.
That or the fall in your apartment. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm doing a retinopathy in OR4.
Okay.
You will be here this afternoon for those tests.
Yes, I will be here.
Good.
Look, Noah, I know you will tell me the truth. How bad is it?
Ruby, it's exactly like you said. We don't know. We just don't know. I know it was my fault, though.
Oh, sweetheart, don't say that. You had no way of knowing that she would go in your kitchen and fall.
I just feel...
Oh, come on, darling. I know. I feel the same way. It's okay. As they say, life has to go on. You take care.
Yeah.
Let me know if you hear any news.
You bet I will.
Noah. Noah, I was just about to page you. How's Bobbie?
No change.
No vision at all?
Not yet.
No, I'm so sorry. Does Dr. Rennert have any prognosis?
He's going to run some more tests this afternoon. We'll see what happens.
Well, I certainly hope they help. How about you? You look like you could use a cup of coffee. You want me to buy you one?
Thanks very much, Gail. I think the best thing is if I just keep busy.
Okay. Oh, no. The minute you hear anything, will you let me know?
You bet I will.
I hear something about an invitation to the cafeteria for coffee.
Well, that
is the invitation open.
Only if you are buying.
That's a deal. Give me a chance to regale you with the latest saga in the history of the Quartermains.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about
It's a good one.
Really?
I really do have to get to the hospital, Dad. What did you want to talk about?
You.
Oh, well, that's simple enough. What have I done now?
Alan, you know perfectly well what you've done. This sudden outburst with Monica is not only extremely poor taste, it showed bad judgment.
Father, I apologized to Mother not 5 minutes ago. Now, what else would you have me do?
I'd have you come to your senses. If you ever expect to gain control of Monica, you're going to have absolute command over yourself. No more of these unnecessary outbursts.
I agree. I was wrong.
All right, if you know you were wrong, do something about it. Or do I have to tell you what to do, too?
Spare me, would you please? Frankly, I want to drop the whole thing.
Alan, did you discuss a divorce with that attorney in New York?
You know I did.
All right, confound it. Don't make me drag the information out of you. What did he say?
Bottom line, if I want custody of Alan Jr., I can forget it. I haven't got a hope in hell.
What about the financial end?
She's going to take me to the cleaners.
All of which I told you, if you recall.
Even if I didn't, I'm sure that you would remind me.
What are you going to do, Alan?
I don't have the faintest idea.
Alan, I know women. Believe me, I ought to. I've been married to one of the strangest ones all these years. And I know Monica. Now, I want to warn you about something. That woman has the power of a tiger.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Okay, then, act accordingly. Never, ever underestimate the strength of that woman.
At last we agree. You can trust me on this one. I won't.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. And after the incredible outburst, he storms right out of the house, slams the door, and I swear every wall in that house shook, Gail.
How did you react to that?
Well, I was furious. Still am furious.
Really?
Yes, really. Oh, come on. What does that look for?
Forgive me, my dear friend. I just get the feeling that you liked it.
Gail, I hated it. I have to admit, I had forgotten just how forceful Alan can be.
I think you liked that, too.
It was terrible.
Monica, you know, it's just your puss. It's your whole puss that gives you away. Like right now, I know that you were saying one thing, but I have a feeling that you were thinking something else.
Such as?
Such as you are a lot fonder of Alan than you would like to admit, even to yourself.
Gail. Look, Gail, that is sheer nonsense. I mean, I haven't heard that kind of silliness out of your voice in a long time. I hate that man.
So you've often said. Still.
Still what? Come on, say it. You're going to anyway.
For heaven's sakes, it's something we all know. You know it yourself if you'd stop to think about it.
What?
Monica, you just said it. You hate Alan.
Yes, I said it. I said it, and I mean it.
There is a very fine line between love and hate.
Love?
A very fine line, and I think you are just about to cross over it.
Oh, Bobbie, you've got company.
Luke?
It's the King of Disco, remember me?
Hi, Robert.
You're dancing fool, dear. Now, for $1.50, what am I holding in my hand?
I don't have to guess because I can smell them, and
Can
I
ya?
think that's nice of you. Ruby, do we have a vase in here?
They're already in a vase,
Yes.
darling. I'll put them on the dresser.
Convenient.
Did Luke come with you?
Well, he wanted to, sweetheart, but he had a rather important appointment with some high brass who we're hoping will give us a liquor license for our nightclub.
Oh, well, he's coming later, isn't he?
You can be sure of it. Hey, look at this, another well-wisher. Hey, this one's wearing a plastic mat. Well, you can't see this.
Noah!
I thought Dr. Renner told you to get some sleep.
Oh, I'd rather talk to you.
Yes, when I have 2 minutes of my very valuable time, then there are patients who really need me.
I need you.
Okay. Tell me all about it.
There's nothing to tell. They don't seem to know anymore. They're beginning to think maybe it's psychological.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, maybe having Luke here will help. I mean, they've always been pretty close. Just his presence, talking to him.
That's why I'm feeling so guilty.
Well, why you?
Well, I'm the one who reminded Luke to keep his appointment. Otherwise, he'd be here right now.
Hey, now look, now, let's not have any of it, all right? Doctors do great things nowadays. You wouldn't know that. You work in a great hospital. She's going to be fine. I know it.
But I wish he'd hurry up and be here right now.
He'll be here. He'll be here.
Stella, where is Mr. Quartermain?
Oh, he went upstairs to take a nap.
That's exactly what I've been thinking about.
Mr. Quartermain taking a nap?
Well, it's part of it. It really is. Stella, you've been with this family a long time, and you know us well. Haven't you noticed that we seem to be disintegrating?
Disintegrating? I don't exactly know what you mean.
Well, sit down, Stella, and I'll explain. Now, surely you've noticed that Edward is slowing down and, well, Alan has moved out, and what's left? Alan Jr., of course, but Monica seems to be growing more bitter every day.
I've noticed that.
So, there we are. Edward sound asleep in the middle of the morning, Monica filled with bitterness, and Alan moved out altogether. Well, what's left of the family?
If you don't mind my saying so, what's left of the family is you.
Oh, Stella, thank you. I was hoping you'd say that, because I swear I seem to be the only person in the family left that's capable of rational thought.
You are. You're planning something, aren't you?
Dear Stella, you always could read my mind. And the answer is yes. I believe the time has come to act. Are you sure that Mr. Quartermain is asleep?
Oh, yes, he was snoring.
Oh, don't I know. But in this case, it's a blessing. He won't hear you.
Hear me?
Just a minute. There. You remember that lockbox that Mr. Quartermain keeps hidden in his room?
Oh, I still feel guilty about discovering it.
Oh, nonsense. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. And in this case, he certainly has no idea that we've discovered his secret box.
No, he would have found a new hiding place.
Exactly. So I want you to go upstairs and find the box and bring it down here to me.
What if Mr. Quartermain wakes up?
Oh, Stella, surely you've been with us long enough to know that once Mr. Quartermain is taking a nap, lightning and thunder and wild horses won't wake him. Now, come along. Let's go. Because, as I told you before, I have been thinking, and the time has come for me to act. Strike while the iron is hot.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I still can't get over that letter. I never even knew Mike had a mother someplace.
Yes, well, most people don't know she disappeared a long time ago.
Well, does anybody know where she went?
Not really. The story is that a foreign ship put into port and she ran off with one of the sailors.
Mike never even knew her?
Oh, no, he was a baby. His grandmother took him in. Claudia, this is going to be so terrible for Rick if he can't adopt that kid. He already thinks of him as his son.
Oh, I know. Just the other day he was saying what college he ought to go to and then what medical school. I thought he was kidding, but no, he was actually serious.
Of course he is. He's deeply serious.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
boy, did you get here at the right time.
Well, when Counselor Kelly says he's going to have a delivery date, he delivers. Now, here's your rental agreement for Durnley's warehouse, complete with your option to buy. I did change some of the language in there, but it's for your own protection. Well, you'll see when you read
I'll read it in a little while.
Have you changed your mind about the sports center?
Oh,
You
no,
don't
no,
seem
no.
Too excited.
The sports center is fine. We have a major problem here.
Oh?
Yeah, we got a lawyer's letter this morning.
I'm very good at those, being a lawyer myself.
Read this one.
I'll get you some tea.
You know, if you have any pain at all, you take one of those tablets every 4 hours. We'll see you there tomorrow anyway.
I feel better already, Dr. Rick.
Okay. Take it easy for a couple of days and you'll be fine. All right, bye now.
I gave Joe the letter.
What do you think?
Well, for openers, I'm a bit surprised.
Well, I got an idea, Joe. I want to run it by you.
Okay, fine. What is it?
Why don't we just go ahead with the adoption right now and get it done before anybody can object?
Oh, no. There's no way you can do that. You see, if there is a living parent anywhere, there's no court that would award you the adoption without first the consent of the living parent.
Well, at this point, we're not even sure that she's alive.
No. The first thing you have to do in an adoption, Rick, is to prove that you have exhausted every reasonable means to get in touch with the parent. Now, you have knowledge of the mother. At least you have an official communication from a lawyer that has knowledge of the mother, and no court would ever ignore that. I'm afraid this letter really complicates things.
Rick, this call is for you.
Well, whoever it is, I'll call him back, all right?
It's Dr. Katz from the hospital.
Give me 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Joe, help us. Please, I don't know what we'll do if we lose Mike.